What's up everybody, Venom here with a quick guide on Diablo 4 Season 1. Let's get right into it. Leveling can be a tedious task, especially when you already have a main character that's pretty high up there and you want to start an alt. I definitely think that I struggled when I made my alternate character to level up to 50, which is when things kind of really start to take a turn for the more fun in Diablo 4. With that said, I wanted to share two of my favorite XP farms because I feel like they're relatively quick to get through. The dungeon is easy, there's no crazy affixes that throw you off your path, and then one of the other methods that I like to use as well, which you will have to do the reset method by logging out and logging back in, but it doesn't take too long and it's relatively simple to complete. The first farming method that I'm going to start off with is actually a Stronghold. It is the Onyx Watchtower, which is located in the Dry Steppes. It can be found right here on your map, and the closest waypoint appears to be Ked Bardu, but if you don't have that waypoint, you can of course just mark the stronghold on your map and run to it from the closest location for you. This one I recommend for the lower tier of levels, so I'm going to say tiers 2 and 3. It's more difficult obviously on tier 3, but I would start out with tier 2, and all you do is go into the Onyx Watchtower. You're going to run around and kill any mob that you can, get to this final boss right here before the last objective, and you can loot the chest as well. It's not going to mess up any of the resets, because that was one thing that I feared going into this. You can loot the chest that spawns behind him once he is defeated. You're going to leave the game and then wait for your character to log out, log back in. It will reset the stronghold and put you right outside of the Onyx Watchtower for you to go back in and repeat the process over and over again. One thing that is kind of cool about strongholds is that when you are on Nightmare, or tier 3 rather, it scales with your level rather than with the actual tier. So for me, tier 3 is level 55 plus inside of this stronghold compared to where everywhere else I'm getting thrashed around by Helltides because it's scaling to the world around me and not to my actual level. So this stronghold, and I'm pretty sure all the other ones as well, will scale to your level. This one is my favorite for the sheer fact that it's quick. You can just do a big circle and then kill that final boss, leave game, reset, and do it all over again. Don't forget to use an elixir inside of your consumables tab, because you do get a 5% bonus to your experience points by using any elixir that you have available in your consumables tab. The second farm is also relatively easy. On tier 3, it is a level 55 plus dungeon, and it is called Uldar's Cave, which can be found in Kyrgyzstan. This is going to be the closest waypoint, at least the one that I have, so you're going to want to teleport here, which is also located in Kyrgyzstan, and then run to the Uldar's Cave dungeon. One thing I will note about this farm that is quite annoying is going to be the stingers. It's the wasp-like creatures that throw these poison mini wasps at you. They become extremely tedious on Nightmare, especially if you're doing this solo. While I can do it solo in about 2 to 5 minutes, when I have somebody in a group with me, it takes between 1 and 3. Definitely a lot faster if you have people to go with you. It is not a requirement for any of these farms for you to have people with you, but for this one, definitely the stingers become a little bit of a task. I would say if you have a poison elixir to use, which also will give you the 5% experience boost and kind of give you a boost when it comes to taking as much damage from the poison, I would use a poison elixir if possible. If not, just try to avoid standing in the stinger's poison path and kill them first. Make sure you focus them so that you're not just taking a barrage of poison damage while you're trying to kill off the other enemies. There will also always be an event inside of this dungeon that allows you to kill waves of enemies. So not only are you getting all this amazing experience from actually doing the dungeon, there will always be an event inside of it that has you kill other enemies, and they spawn in rapid succession. Of course, in a group, you're going to burn them down quite quickly like we do here. But this event also gives a very high amount of XP from completing, so I just think this dungeon farm all around is very good and gets you a decent chunk of experience. You walk outside when you're done, reset the dungeon, go back in, and do it all over again, just like you would with the Onyx Watchtower. But this time you don't have to log out. You just can teleport out and reset the dungeon using the map's reset dungeon tool. So that is also nice about this farm as well. With that said, those are my two favorite farms currently for XP in Diablo 4 Season of the Malignant. I know this wasn't super in-depth, I didn't go through every aspect of the entire dungeon, every affix, but I just wanted to share my two favorite farming methods for XP and how I got from level 35 to 50 extremely quickly by utilizing both of these different methods. So with that said, if you liked the video, then like the video. And if you like my content in general, then please subscribe to my channel. It means the world to me. And I will see you in the next one. Bye!